Good evening. Well, we're out again. It's been 10 days since I've been out. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to be out. So welcome to another episode with Frugal Outdoors and myself, Dylan. It's a little breezy today. Hopefully it's not going to be too windy. As you can see where I am, I'm at Fort Victoria. Southwesterly today. It's still blowing about 17 miles an hour. Obviously this is a bit more sheltered this side, so I'm hoping it will still be a bit more sheltered from the wind and from the surf. So looks like the tides obviously come up really high. There's a lot of weed up here, but we've had some pretty big swells and some storms of late, so it's going to be like it, you know. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I need to get set up. It's still light, which is unusual for me, which is great. It's just gone past 4 o'clock. Yeah, so I need to get set up, try and get some bait defrosted, get some baits in the water and see what we can pick up. Just saw a gentleman then and he said there's a seal kicking around, which is, I guess, a good sign in the sense that means there must be some fish in the water. But also it could be a bad sign that there is no fish in the water because he's eating them all. So we're just going to have to play that one by ear and just give it a go. You never know. I'm due some, man. I keep catching powder at the moment. I'm due something a bit better, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, stick along to the ride and we'll see what happens. Wow, and hasn't the light gone real quick? Okay, so on the left hand rod, just quickly show you what we got here. This is a 3-hook clip down and we've got size 1s. I'm hoping to pick up a couple of whiting would be nice. So we've got some glowy bits and shiny bits and sequins, etc. It's a clip down rig, so we've got cascade swivel there, cascade swivel there. So we've got 2 of those. And then on the bottom, which is a 3-hook clip down, I've actually got a little panel set up there, which has got a size 3.0 wide mouth hook and a 3.0 canoe hook. So I'm hoping, like say, maybe pick up a dogfish. I'm expecting dogfish and pouting. I would like something else, obviously, but you know, I'll take a fish at the moment. I've not had a couple of great sessions, so. And then on this side, on the other side, we've just got your bog standard pulley pennel, and that's got a size 4.0 and a 3.0 canoe. So we'll get these baited up and get them in the water. Well, already I've only just baited them up and already the weather's taken a turn for the worse. So we got this sort of stuff coming in. Within 5 minutes it's raining, but hey, let's just give it a go. Wind's really picked up. So on those size ones there on the clip down, I've just got some little strips of squid. On the bottom one, which is on a 3.0 pennel, I've put a whole squid, and on the other side I've put a fair chunk of mackerel. That's on a pulley pennel with size 4.0s. Let's get them in and then I can sort of compose myself a little bit then and figure out what I'm going to do. Well, hopefully you can see behind me that that I am now fishing. I don't know what happened to the weather then. Yeah, it's gone real bad real quick. But we've got some baits in the water, which is great, and it's starting to settle now. I think it was just a bit of a squall that just came through, so I'm gonna set up another couple of rigs. I've got some black lug. Oh yeah, let's quickly show you my bait. Oh, okay, so yeah, so quickly, basically I've just raided the freezer. I've got some leftover bits and bobs. I've got a leftover mackerel there. I've got some leftover squid. This isn't leftover, these are bought. I've bought a few packs of these and these are in the freezer. So we have got some black lug, which now those defrosted, I can actually set up a couple of rigs. And I've got a pouting somewhere. Did have. Where's that gone? Oh, cool. I think, so I did have a visit from a dog earlier, and it looks like that dog has swiped my pouting that I had for bait, so that's great. Alright, so I need to catch one then. But yeah, so that's the bait that we've got sorted out. And there we go, you can see one of those tip lights is really bright, because it turns out I've lost one of my other ones, so I've got a replacement there which is actually a lot brighter, so that's a bit of a result. Yeah, so let's just keep our fingers crossed and see what happens. There we go. So I've had to not leave my camera running, which I normally like to do to show the bites, but unfortunately I can't tonight because I didn't charge anything. But there we go. So first fish, we've been in the water probably about 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, and we got ourselves a reasonable size dogfish, which I knew was coming, but that's cool, man. A fish is a fish and I'll take it. Brilliant, well happy. Right, yeah, so I'm pretty pleased, man. I've just had a, might have a bite, I'm not sure. I've just had that, oh, look at this guy. He's just been nibbling on my bait there. I've had a, that dogfish now, which is cool because that's not very long into the session, so I'm pretty pleased about that. That took mackerel, and it took this chinook, the top hook on the pennel. So I've rigged another one up to go out. When I brought that one in, I replaced that in the water with a squid and black lug wrap, not too dissimilar to this one here. So that's on a pulley pennel now, and then I think I've got a 2-hook flapper out there with size 2.0s with some mackerel. But yeah, at the moment, so I've got like a squid head on that size one there, a piece of mackerel on that size one, and the squid and lug on the bottom. So yeah, like I say, I'm trying to sort of cover all bases with some bait. Like I say, I just really would like to I would like to catch a whiting, anything other than pouting at the moment, but you know, I'll be happy. I've had a dogfish, so can't really complain. So yeah, let's keep going, man. See what else we can bring in. Well, there we go. That's the first casualty of the night. And normally, well, I used to not fish here at all because it's so snaggy. Fort Victoria, notoriously snaggy mark on the Isle of Wight, but it does produce fish. And the last 2 times I've come up here, I've lost no gear. So I think I've got a bit overconfident. And I know there's snags to that right, and I've kind of put it there on purpose because I thought there might be fish there, and just lost it. So it's only a 2-hook flapper, but it's my weight that I'm more concerned about. Yeah, so as I was saying, it's really deep water here, and there's a ledge. Now normally when you get snagged, it's on the way up, so you'll reel for ages and then it will get snagged on that ledge. Now that time it was snagged straight away, so I've obviously cast it straight into something. But yeah, I don't know, I don't really know. I really want to fish here more because I want to learn how to fish a particular spot, but we'll see. Right, so let me clarify. I wanted to do a video of the last chance saloon to get a bass that I could eat. Don't get me wrong, I like fishing, I love fishing for the joy of fishing, but I also want to eat what I catch. I'm a big advocate of free food, especially if I'm going to pay, say, £5 for bait. So that was more of a, you know, last chance to get a bass that was legally allowed to keep. So, but it seems to be a bit of confusion about that, and you know, people saying of course you can still catch a bass. It's like, yeah, I know that, as I'm sure you all do. But yeah, that was about catching a bass for my dinner and running out of time to be able to do it. I really wanted one for Christmas Day. As it happens, I have got one, but I wanted to replace that one because it's already been in the freezer for about a month. Yeah, so that's what that was about. Is getting a bass for the table. And it is a real shame. You know, we've all got, I'm sure there's many arguments about the bass thing. Personally, I think it's a bit tight that you can only catch them from now, but yet commercial guys can still catch them. I think they can catch them through December, but are still banned in January and February. But it's like, come on guys. I don't really catch many. But yeah, that's what that was about. Oh yeah. So check it out. So we got ourselves
a bib and brace two-piece set, 80 quid. It is super warm, super warm. Got some nice fish stuff already on there. It's only the second time I've worn them, but there's loads of pockets. It's super warm. I can go single sock now, don't have to double sock. I've got no long johns on, which is a result, and I can sit here with it open. I don't have to have everything done up. Brilliant. Right, let's quickly show you if hopefully it will focus. So basically that's what I've done. I've bound up a whole worm on a baiting needle just to help it to keep together, otherwise I find it goes really baggy. Then I've cut it in half and threaded it up over. That's on a size 2.0. Same there, and then I've just put a squid head, doubled up the hook through it a couple of times, and so it goes through the eyes, and that will go out. Very short snoods. Always use quite short snoods of late. I don't really know why. It seems to be working though. Well, I say that, I'm not catching anything huge, but it certainly stops things getting tangled up. So there we go. Yeah, so I'm fishing out of the freezer today, as always. I mean, most of the bait's frozen anyway, don't get me wrong, but it's all been re-frozen. It's been used before. You know, I've got it out and it's what's left. So like I've had a half bag or 2/3 of a bag of squid. I have got a new wrap of black lug, and there was like a pack in there that had like 1.5 mackerel. Because it can be quite expensive. It gets quite expensive buying bait every time, and a lot of people will throw it away because they want to use fresh bait, you know, to get the best fish, to get the best bites and give you the best chance. And I get that, I do totally get that, but it's not always affordable. And you can't go out and spend 15 quid every time you want to go fishing. Well, some people can, and that's fine. I can't, so I don't. So yeah, so I'm all about reuse, and all the bait I'm using tonight, like I say, apart from the I bought like 8 wraps to try and get me through a couple of months of black lug, but I'll probably only use maybe 6 out of the 10 tonight, and those other 4 will go straight back in the freezer, and I'll use those next time. And when I've run out, I've run out. You know, I'll try and get 2 sessions out of 1 pack, but I am a tight wad. But it's actually gone quite still now. I would like to see one of those rods move though. Right. So this is the rig that, oh cool, that I've now got stuck in between the bench seat. That's how that rolls. Right, okay, let's try that again. This is what I'm talking about. So this is a clip down rig. So there, on that one, that's got mackerel, strip of mackerel on a size 1. There we've got about half a squid on a size 1 again, all bound up. That's a clip down. But then on the bottom, that's on a that's a pennel, and that's on a 3.0 wide mouth hook and a 3.0 chinook on the top. That was squid and black lug, and I've just bound another piece of mackerel to the side of that just to spice it up a bit, so I can reuse it basically. But yeah, so far, well, I haven't caught anything on it, but I think, oh, there we go. gutted, man. I think it must have been a dogfish, because it was on to begin with, and then I thought it would come off, and then it kicked a couple of times, and then it came off. Should have left it longer. I know that I need to start leaving things longer. I get too impatient. But yeah, I'm going to quickly get that, what I've pulled out as a pulley pedal, so I'm going to get that quickly baited up and rigged up and just have it ready to go again. Well, that was a bit disappointing, I've got to be honest. It snapped off on the weed, but it didn't. It just pulled. It was. I was lifting, I could feel it pulling up. It was coming, and then it just gave. And the line is like super flat, like it's been sandwiched. I've obviously been pulling it through something, or maybe something's got wrapped around it. And as I've been pulling, but as I was pulled, I could feel it going. Something was like sliding down the line. But yeah, it's just a lot of weed came through then. So yeah, time to retire rig. Well, as you can hear, or hopefully you can hear me, it's really windy. It's been raining all night. I've been running out of battery power left, right and centre. I've been fishing now for probably about 3 hours. I've had one dogfish and I've missed one. But I'm going to freshen up the bait. I've probably only got about another 40 minutes, maybe, till that tide changes. Like I say, fishing at Fort Victoria, it's high tide and that's it, boom, end of session. So it's just starting to clear. I mean, it's still a bit rainy, but it's starting to clear. So yeah, I'm going to get some fresh bait on and let's see if we can't get one more fish before it's time to pack up. Man, that's been a long time coming. There we go. So, got ourselves a little conger, tiny little conger. But at least it's another fish, so let's get this back, let's get some bait back in the water. Right, that tide swung round now like I thought it might do, so I'm going to bring that left hand rod because it looks like there might be a bit of a knock, but I don't know, it's a 50-50. So I'm going to bring it in now quickly and have a look anyway. Wow, that's one rig I won't have to pack up now. So that's 3 rigs I've lost tonight, which is more than usual, but it might have been the tides. Like I say, I don't really know this venue that well. See, my other rod is arching right over, so I am going to knock it on the head. I'm going to bring that one in now as well. So yes, I'll take this opportunity to say thank you ever so much for stopping by. Thank you, you know, for all your support as always. It's been amazing. Like I said, if you've got any comments or any advice or anything like that that you can give me, then please do put it in the comments below. And if you don't mind hitting the thumbs up icon on the way out, that'd be great. And if you haven't already subscribed, then please do, because I do appreciate it. And hopefully at some point we can maybe get to that magic 1,000 subscribers. But thank you ever so much. Stay safe everyone, and maybe see you out there.